Sueur.
Perfect.
Yeah,
So great. It's such an honor to talk to you today. You've been such an inspiration for me from France for so many years, and now I'm lucky enough to
nice.
interview you. So my first question was basically, you've been using the hashtag One Final Run on Instagram. Are you contemplating retirement?
Well, not yet. Not just yet. Not so fast. I still have one more run in me. There's one more belt missing, right? It's a UFC belt, and I feel good. But we also have to be realistic. I just turned 40 a couple months ago, and yeah, you feel it when you get older. Your recovery goes a little bit down. In turn, you become more clever, more experienced. But nobody can fight forever, right? It is a dangerous sport. It is a full contact sport. So yeah, I also believe you have to be clever. You have to be clever in life. So my retirement is coming. 1 year, 2 years, and then it will be good.
And before that, you have 4 fights left on your UFC contract. What could be the ideal road to the title for you?
I think 2 more fights, 2 more wins, and then title shot.
All right. And so you're 40 years old. Yeah, that could be great. You're 40 years of age. You're former Strikeforce champ, Dream champ, K1 World Grand Prix champ, and you're still at the top of the mountain. Between us, what's your secret?
Well, never stop learning. I always try to learn. I always try to develop. And, I like to win, right? So you have to always keep learning, always keep creating new strategies. I love training. I love sitting with the team, making game plans. I also love taking care of my body. So good food, massage, physical therapy. I think this combination that keeps me going.
And you've been in the UFC for the past 9 years, I think. What made you stay in this organization? Because you could have done in any other leagues, but you're still there competing with the next generation of fighters.
Correct. Yeah, I don't know. I just love to compete. And I think the UFC is the best organization in the world. The way that they're promoting fights, the way that they're building events. I always get excited. There's tremendous talent, tremendous fighters, champions in the UFC. And I just learn. You learn from all these fighters, right? They're tremendous athletic ability.
And as you said, there's only one belt missing. With that one belt, could you be considered as the heavyweight GOAT?
I don't like to talk in those terms. Let other people do that. But could be, right?
Yeah, could be.
Close.
Exactly. And your body has changed through the years with the famous Ubereem era. For you, was that the best Alistair Overeem?
No, I'm way more intelligent now, way more clever, better cardio. Right, we're doing main events at UFC, 5 rounds of 5 minutes. It's different than 3 rounds of 3 minutes at K1. Yes, I did a couple fights in the night, but I think UFC is harder, more athletic ability needed, definitely.
And your style is very impressive because you're elite on the feet and very dangerous on the ground. But some people have said that you don't have, let's say, an iron chin. But for you, has it been a blessing in disguise in your career, not relying on that, on taking damages to win fights?
Well, that is an interesting point you're saying because I don't have an iron chin, I lost some fights. But it also saves you from some beatings, I think, right? But then again, when you look at my last fight, I got some beatings there, but we still hung in there and we pulled off the victory. So I don't know. It's difficult to say. Difficult to no chin, iron. I'm just fighting and just doing me, just doing my thing.
And you've been everywhere. You've done everything, or almost everything. Is there any dream fights for you?
No dream fight. I'm not locked in on anybody.
And you've had a career in both kickboxing and MMA. Who has been your toughest opponent, or let's say toughest rival?
Well, I had a good rivalry with Verdum, 3 fights. I had a good rivalry with Badahari, 2 fights. I had a good rivalry with Vitor Belfort. There was also 2 fights. Who else? That was it, I guess. Right?
That's pretty good. And you fought the who's who of the sports, and you seem to have never refused, let's say, any fight. Even now, with Francis Ngannou or Jairzinho Rosenstruck, you're welcoming those rematches. How's that? What could be different in those fights? And what is the fire that's still burning inside you?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still hungry and I still enjoy the game. And I also realize time is running out, right? I have 1 year, maybe 2 years. And I'm just enjoying it while I can do it. Because retirement is coming. I realize that. But for now, we're still enjoying this.
And with that, you say you have, let's say, two years at the top, 2 years left. And what made you aware of that?
Well, I think you need to stop on your peak. You need to not stop too soon. You need to stop on your peak, but definitely not after. I see a lot of fighters, they keep fighting, they keep active while they're unable to perform. And we have to be realistic. After 30, it becomes less, right? And there's ways that you can stop that, diet and good physical therapy and good strength and conditioning. But realistically, you are, it comes to an end. And that's fine. There will be a new phase for me, a new phase in life. And I'm also looking forward to that. But for now, I'm still enjoying this phase.
And I have 2 last questions. So with your YouTube series, Ubereem, we're seeing you all around the world meeting people. And for you, who's the best martial artist today?
I don't know. There's been people who have performed amazingly all across the board, right? And I do not have one particular name that is the best martial arts. There will be somebody who's good for his time.
And for you,
the best ever for me is difficult.
But today, it seems that your Team Elevation, has really stepped up as one of the best team in the world. How could you explain that?
I think there's a lot of expertise in the team and strong values. And I think the guys are dedicated. They're hands-on. Right? And they're also good guys. I really like them a lot. The team energy is great. I think the best I've ever had in my 28 years of training. And they keep it that way. They're on the ball. They're really paying attention. They're sharp. Good people. Good guys at Team Elevation.
And my last question is about a UFC heavyweight prospect from France called Cyril Gane, who's been often compared to you. First question, do you know about him? And if yes, what do you think about his style?
Yeah, I think I saw one of his fights. Big guy. And I think he looks really good. And this is the next generation of fighters, right? They're big, they're athletic, they're great, right? They're young, they're up and coming, and they have a golden future ahead of them.
And you were kind of the next generation of fighter before the next generation of fighter, because you were always complete. How did that happen, basically, for you?
Well, you look at what you need to do, and you do it, and you make hours doing it, right? And in the beginning, when it all started, it was everybody came from one sport, and I stepped in actually at the second generation. People kind of realized, hey, you need to have 2 sports. It's striking and wrestling. So I started to do both, wrestling and striking. And then later the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu came in with the Brazilians. But most importantly, just stay on the ball, put in a lot of hours, a lot of work. And it's not difficult. There's a lot of expertise out there. And never stop learning.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Alistair Overeem. Good luck for Saturday night for that one last run.
Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
You too.
Ciao.
Sueur.